What if I told you that the last person who will ever die of old age has already been born? That somewhere in the world, there is a child alive today who may never face cancer, never face heart disease, and never live through the slow decline we simply call aging. It sounds like pure science fiction, and yet, a small group of serious scientists believe it could happen within the next 15 years. So are they geniuses who can see the future? Or are they selling us a beautiful dream? Today we separate the real science from the hype. The idea even has a name. It is called longevity escape velocity. It was popularized by a biologist named Aubrey de Grey, who has spent his career arguing that aging is not some unavoidable fate, but a kind of engineering problem, a buildup of damage in the body that, in theory, we could one day repair. De Grey now leads a research foundation focused on exactly this goal, and his prediction is bold. He estimates there is a 50% chance that humanity reaches longevity escape velocity sometime in the mid to late 2030s. He is not alone. The famous inventor and futurist Ray Kurzweil has made strikingly similar predictions for years. Now, before you get too excited or too skeptical, let us actually understand what this strange phrase means. So what does escape velocity actually mean? Think of it like this. Right now, for every year that you live, medical science adds a small amount to human life expectancy, maybe a few weeks. You're walking toward the finish line, and the finish line is barely moving. But now imagine a different moment in history. A moment when, for every single year that passes, medicine extends your remaining life expectancy by more than a full year. At that point, something strange happens. The finish line starts moving away from you faster than you are walking toward it. You can never quite reach it. That, in a single sentence, is longevity escape velocity. Not immortality exactly. You could still die in an accident. But the end of dying simply because you got old. Okay, so is there any real science behind this, or is it all just talk? The honest answer is there is real research, and it is genuinely fascinating. Scientists are studying a handful of compounds that seem to slow aging in animals. There is rapamycin, a drug being tested in healthy older adults for its effects on the heart and immune system. There are senolytics, a clever idea that targets and clears out so-called zombie cells, old worn-out cells that linger in the body and quietly drive inflammation. There is the diabetes drug metformin, and there are molecules called NAD precursors. Each of these has shown the ability to extend healthy lifespan in mice, worms, or other lab animals. But here is the honest part that most hype videos conveniently skip. Not a single one of these is a proven anti-aging treatment in humans. Not one is approved for that purpose. They work in mice. And a human being is a vastly more complicated machine than a mouse, and that is exactly why most mainstream scientists remain deeply skeptical. There are at least three big problems. First, complexity. Aging is not one thing, it is dozens of processes tangled together. Fix one, and you may simply reveal another hiding behind it. Second, the jump from mice to humans. A treatment can work wonders in a mouse that lives 2 years and do almost nothing in a human who lives 80. Third, regulation and cost. Right now, the rules do not even recognize aging itself as a disease you are allowed to treat, and any therapy that did work would have to be safe, affordable, and available to more than just billionaires. As one common line among aging researchers goes, come back in the 22nd century, because biology is messy. So the skeptics are not being cynical. They are being careful. So where does this leave you and me right now, today? Here is my honest take after looking at both sides. Betting your life on a miracle pill that does not yet exist would be foolish. But there is a much smarter play. Notice that even the optimists and the skeptics quietly agree on one single thing. Your real job is to stay healthy long enough to still be here if these breakthroughs ever arrive. In other words, buy time. And here is the good news. The tools to buy time are not exotic, and they are not for sale. They are proven, they are mostly free, and they are probably not what a supplement company wants you to hear. Move your body every day, a mix of walking and some strength training. Sleep 7 to 9 hours, seriously. Eat mostly real food, and stop before you are stuffed. Do not smoke. And stay deeply connected to other people, because loneliness ages you too. Is it boring? Completely. But these are the only interventions with decades of solid human evidence behind them. The exciting science may or may not save us. These habits almost certainly will help. If you want one practical, science-backed longevity idea in your inbox every week, no hype, no miracle pills, just what actually works, I have put a link to our free newsletter down in the description. Join us, and let us buy ourselves some time, together. So, the last generation to die of old age. Are we it? Maybe, maybe not. But the people most likely to find out are the ones who start taking care of themselves today. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.